Greetings, humans! Greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. We're here, 29-year veteran of the woods. 7 out of 8 women agree that they'd rather see a bear in the woods than a man. And also, YouTube's #1 show by a bear here in the woods. That's where bears live, people. That's where we're at, right here. I tell you what, people, wish I was deeper in the woods today. Actually, the last week. Actually, the last, month or two. Holy cow. Freaking construction everywhere, people. Freaking construction, okay, alright, you need to fix this stuff, you need to replace it and everything. They done replaced it twice, people. Twice! What's going on here, man? Come on. This ain't right. Ain't right at all, man. Ain't right at all. Hey, Amy. Hope you are doing well. Hope you're doing well out here. Great to see you here. Bear's just lamenting. Hasn't gotten his beauty rest with all the freaking construction out there. If there's one thing that you need to know about bears, we value our beauty and also hair. You know. I mean, have you ever seen a hairless, ugly bear before? Terrible. Terrible, man. I mean, it's part of bear's identity. This luscious hair out here, so. And sleep. I need some sleep, man, but we'll get to it. We'll continue on here, people. Thank you, Amy. Hey, great to see you as well. Hope you and Melissa are doing well out there. Hope you're doing well. Alright, what the heck, man? Where are we at? Let's check out here. We've got a couple of campaign updates here to get into. Let me find it here, people. Thing with the thing. We are, as always, trying to push Titan Mice of Might Volume 3 Miasma from Gary Shipman. So if you haven't checked it out, check it on. Check it on out, people. Check it on out. I'm going to see P-Money and Henry here. Hail, I'm listening while driving to the oh my goodness. Henry has, somebody called the police, somebody called an ambulance. I believe he's ran off the road there. Hopefully he's doing okay out there. Stay safe, Henry. Stay safe out there. Hello all P-Money fam with the colds. Oh, P-Money. Man. First a terrible work day and now colds. Terrible, sir. Actually, by the by, P-Money, since you weren't here the last time, I'll go check out Gary. We'll come back to that in just a second. We actually did. We actually did the last time. I don't know if you were aware, P-Money. Don't know if you're aware, but they actually came out with let me see if I can find it here, a portrait. A portrait of King Charles. Chuck, as we call him over here. Old Chuck. And I was like, I wonder what P-Money had to say about it. Of course, he wasn't around. So I was like, we'll just babble on about something. So they got the thing. And then it's like, oh, okay. If that wasn't terrible enough, wasn't a bad enough painting already, they came out with, is she a princess? How does this work? Kate Middleton, they came out with this lovely number here. I'm like, I'm not so sure that's what they were going for there. Maybe drawn by a 5-year-old. But there we are. There we are. So, one terrible portrait after another. What's going on over there, P-Buddy? We demand answers. We in America demand answers of what the heck's going on with all the portraits in the royal family there. I mean, you got old Chucky with the red Chuck, and Kate Middleton with looks like it's been drawn by a 5-year-old. I'm not really sure what the heck's going on with that. Waiting for Chuck to replace Elizabeth on our money. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, man, that's kind of weird because we have a bunch of dead people on our money. That's why they call it dead presidents. I guess they do. I never really thought about that. Huh. Yeah, so you gotta replace all the, I don't know, what do you call them now? Pounds? Sterlings? I don't know. Oh no, Canada. They're Canadian dollars, aren't they? Yeah, Bear is shocked. If you can't tell, Bear has been shocked. Well, is it possible for King Chuck to take a good picture instead? There we go. Maybe just do the maybe just do a selfie. And that would be good. You know, for future generations out there. You know, forget all the oil paintings and all that sort of stuff. Just take a selfie. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You came to find out in the article that, like, they had been working on this for, like, several years. And I'm like, wait a minute. The Queen was still alive back then. How do you get around, hey, I'm going to have my king's portrait made while the Queen was still around? I'm not sure how that works. Not sure how that works. God bless Henry. Yes, indeed. I hope he's okay. He trailed off there at the very end, so we hope he is okay. Amy says, "Wow, I'm amazed at how much horrible art there is among our quote-unquote elites." Quote unquote. Well, let's actually go and check out some good art here. Check out some good art. Of course, I'd go check out Titan. As Beer always says, go check that out. Good stuff there. 1 second. Gonna get something to drink there. From awesome Aaron, that would be Aaron Lopresti. Actually, let's check out, see how it's doing here real quick. Kid Carter, 118,250. So go check that out, people. Good stuff there. He says it's almost finished, so you might want to check it out sooner rather than later. Kid Carter almost finished, he says. Hey, everyone. Hey! Just a quick note to let you all know that I'm currently penciling pages 60 of 64 for the Kid Carter Planet Doom graphic novel. Matt Ryan is 5 pages behind me with the inks, and Kelsey, Shannon, oh, for crying out loud, boo and hiss. Boo and hiss, Kelsey. Oh, I can't believe it. Is right behind with the amazing colors that he does. 4 out of the 5 trading cards with this campaign are either completely colored or part. For crying out loud, Aaron. the boldness, people. I apologize. It gets to bear. It's too much for Bear to bear here. The movie poster painting is underway, and everything is moving along steadily. I will be touching base with you again as soon as the penciling for the book is complete. Thank you all for your patience and continued support of Kid Carter and all things Empire Comics. Yes, indeed. So there you go. There's a nice little... see if I can do the thing with the thing. There we go. There's a nice little... I guess alien monster alien. Take your pick, people. Take your pick. Somebody says, I'm so happy to see 2 awesome Lesters. Nothing makes a live stream better than 2 Lesters. That's true. By the way, Amy, we for Drawn and Quartered tonight, they should do like a royal portraits. That's what they need to do tonight. Make them a little bit better. We need to have something on P Money's Money over there to have it look a little bit better, other than something that's completely red. There we go. Anyway, so go check out Kid Carter once again, people. There you go, 118,000 over at our good friends at Indiegogo. Thank you, Amy. That is a theme. That is a theme indeed. It's so, I'm going to say, good to be home in Bear's chat, says Melissa. Thank you. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. We only had... yes, here we go, people. From... Where is it? Come on, Bear Professional Show. From your boy, Zach. He says, the first kill dog tags have been ordered. Hi, everyone. Hi, you boy. I just paid the invoice for the dog tags that will be included with each order. The ever so brief, Richard C. Meyer. He says, thanks. So he paid the invoice, people. Congratulations. I mean, listen, I'm always down for updates and keeping people updated and everything, but, okay, hey, paid invoice. Awesome. So there you go. Rambo John J. John J. He's Catholic? I had no idea. Beer watched 5 movies and had no idea. I thought he was like, in like the last one, he was like Buddhist or something. Or like the 4th one, he was like Buddhist. Or maybe Hindu or something, I don't know. Which, by the way, the 4th movie, all of a sudden it's just kind of blown up on Beer's channel for some reason. I have no idea why. I don't know if there's a sudden appreciation for Rambo number 4, but if you happen to be one of those people, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Getting like 5 or 10 views a day on it. And it's like, holy cow, where did this come from? The James Bond kind of fell off the cliff there. I guess somebody at YouTube pushed the button, but there you go. So do go check out Rainbow Watch Along if you want. There you are. And finally here, I'm not going to read all the way through it, but I thought it was an interesting one here. From the other side, that would be Fund My Comic. Yeah, Rambo's Catholic. I didn't know that either, Melissa. I had no idea. The weather outside is not the only thing getting hotter over here at Fund My Comics, and they kind of run down. They have a number of different campaigns that they're actually promoting rather than shadow banning. Like Nexus here, Star Circuit, a couple of others out there if you want to go check it out. I just thought that was great. You know, hey, get a little bit of promotion out there for some of these books. So if you see one that you like, down in the description, I've got a couple of them there. Fund My Comics. But go ahead and check it out. You can find the link over there if you want to go check it out. There you go. Nexus, Heroic Tales, and Silverline Comics. So there you go. There you are. If you do want to go check it out, it's the old Fund My Comics, since Indiegogo is getting a little bit nutty these days. Little bit nutty. Alright, let me find my thing. God, I can't believe it, man. Where were you last time, people? Well, I know where you were last time, but there you go. There was the old King Charles and Kate Middleton. I'm not so sure about that one. At Tater Magazine. I guess they like their potatoes over there. Or is it run by Tater? What's his name? Stelter? Something like that. So maybe it's run by him. I don't know. Looks like it was drawn by him. Kind of odd. Kind of an odd one there. I wonder if Rambo was baptized in the Catholic Church as a baby while holding an Uzi. Holding an Uzi. Which, by the way, I thought it was very interesting. The president of Iran, I ran into the side of a mountain the other day in a helicopter. I thought it was very interesting that there was a city right nearby called Uzi. I just thought that was very appropriate. Very appropriate. Somebody said it was like a Mossad agent named Helocopter. Helocopter out there. Anyway, so there is that. Let me find, because we were bringing it up from the last time here. If you happen to be with us, we're talking about Mickey D's. Mickey D's over here trying to come out with a $5 menu out there because evidently it's getting way overpriced over at McDonald's. So Wendy's said, hold my Frosty. I got you right here, man. So, whoops, where is it? There we go. There it is. Where is that? From the New York Post. Ariel Zeibler. Zeibler? Ariel Zeibler. A and Z. That's kind of an interesting one. You imagine your initials are AZ. Like the one guy, the bald-headed fellow. The Iran president died in a helicopter crash, says Speed Money. And the sad news is the helicopter didn't survive. That's true. That's true. Wendy's takes on McDonald's with a new $3 breakfast value menu. Wendy's declared war on McDonald's discounted meal by offering a new $3 breakfast menu as the fast food giants battle to lure back customers hit hard by the old inflation out here. Oh, Henry is still alive. Henry is still alive and safe. He says, I made it to the Y. Time to use the treadmill. Good night. Well, take care, Henry. Drive safe and enjoy your workouts here. Probably has to go because Bear is doing a story here on food. He's like, I can't stick around for this, man. I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out. The Wendy's breakfast. Take care, Henry. The Wendy's breakfast deal includes a choice between bacon, egg, and cheese English muffin or a sausage, egg and cheese muffin, English muffin, along with a small side of seasoned potatoes. The Dublin, Ohio-based company, which earlier this year was forced to do damage control, clarifying that it would not be introducing Uber-style surge pricing. We talked about that. Introduced the $3 meal Monday, a week after Mickey D's publicized its $5 combo meal. There you are. That's interesting. The company noted the $3 deal will only be available, of course, people, for a limited time only. Limited time, people. Gotta get to it, man. Gotta get to your Wendy's over here. Wendy's also announced that it was rolling out a new sausage breakfast burrito at participating locations. The new sandwich, which the company says was inspired by the success of its bacon breakfast burrito, try saying that 3 times fast, offers diners a combination of grilled sausage patties, eggs, potatoes, American cheese, and cheese sauce. In March, Wendy's unveiled a promotion for a $1 Dave's single and $2 Dave's double hamburgers, but it ended last month, though. Last week, Mickey D's confirmed reports they would introduce a $5 combo. We talked about that. Starting, pardon me, people, June 25th. June 25th. They can choose between a McDouble, a McChicken sandwich, alongside of an order of a small fries and a very small, tiny soft drink, and a 4-piece set of chicken McNuggets, all for $5. There you go. It goes on, yada. Starbucks, I don't know what Starbucks has to do with this. And shares of Wendy's were trading flat on Tuesday. Oh, the poor people. At least they are not Red Lobster and completely bankrupt. Completely bankrupt out here. That'd be terrible, people. Would be terrible. Melissa is dropping the knowledge on us for the POS. POS, there we go. All right, people. Gosh darn it. You are the problem. I'm sorry to say, going here from our Wendy's story, Wendy's, you are the problem. According to our betters, according to our elites out here at the, what is this, Noah? Noah. Not like the guy in the Ark. Different. Completely different Noah whatsoever. From research.noaa.gov, those delicious smells may be impacting air quality, people. Air quality, most important. Stroll along the downtown streets of any major city around dinner time, and you're bound to encounter mouth-watering aromas enticing hungry patrons to nearby restaurants like a moth to a flame. How dare they? Oh. How are Wendy's the problem? Frosty's are really good? Well, we will share. If there's one thing that the researchers at NOAA's Chemical Science Laboratory have learned in their multi-year deep dive investigation, and multi-year, seriously? Into unrecognized and underappreciated sources of urban air pollution, it's this. If you could smell it, there's a good chance it's impacting air quality. That's right. Air quality is great when it smells like delicious food, right, Bear? That's true, but that's the problem. See, that's why Bear eats raw. When it comes to those delicious food smells, the impact could be significant, according to a new study quantifying cooking emissions in the urban air of downtown Las Vegas. What we're looking at from a cooking are primarily oxygenated vox, or volatile organic compounds, people, said a research chemist. These are quite reactive in the air, so we expect they'll be important for air quality, people, air quality. Other research was part of the Sun VX. Okay, whatever. Conducted with a mobile laboratory at ground sites in Los Angeles and Las Vegas, in collaboration with the university colleagues from Sciver and state air quality managers to investigate current air quality issues in southwestern U.S. urban areas, people. That's right. It's food. It's food. By the way, driving around in a van from Las Vegas to, what was the other one? Los Angeles? What's the carbon imprint on that? No worries there. Las Vegas ascendant restaurant scene is having a moment. Home to one of the highest restaurant densities in the U.S. Man, Bear needs to go to Las Vegas. A whopping 666 restaurants. Man, that is scary. Sin City has persisted air quality concerns, especially among the famous Las Vegas strips, with high density of casinos, hotels, bars, and of course, those evil restaurants, people. Kogan and his team of research determined that on average 21% of the total mass of human-caused VOX present in Las Vegas's outdoor air were from cooking activities, people. Depending on the time of the day, cooking VOX ranged from 10 to 30% of pollution. The discovery that cooking emissions could account for nearly a quarter of the urban VOX was unexpected, particularly given the U.S. National Emissions Inventory estimates this source is an insignificant 1%. On an absolute bias, the NIE underestimates cooking emissions by a factor of 5 to 10. We found the new problem, people, and it's you. It is you eating. We're going to solve that by you're not going to eat anymore. And if you do eat, we can't cook it. So, bugs? I think bugs, people. The new findings, cooking emissions could be the single largest missing source of urban VOX and current air quality models, which could have important ramifications for air quality management, people. They're coming for your food. Given Las Vegas' particularly high density of restaurants, those measurements may represent the upper range of cooking influences on air quality. Even so, research in other cities is indicating that cooking emissions may be a big unsolved piece of the air quality puzzle. That's right, people. It's your problem. A previously unrecognized class of VOX produced from consumer products, such as personal care products, fragrances, paints, and adhesive, which make up between 20 and 50% or more of the total human-caused VOX emissions in urban areas. They are measuring all sorts of different sources, like vehicles, wildfire smoke, agriculture, consumer products, and they're seeing a specific class of the compound in the urban measurements we call long chain whatever that we couldn't explain from these other sources. But they found it, people. They found it. In the summer of 2021, a genius here and his colleagues outfitted the mobile laboratory with specialized instrumentation capable of identifying and measuring hundreds of different airborne VOX and headed west to Las Vegas to find out just how important cooking emissions might be for urban air quality. Yes, indeed. For downtown Las Vegas, they determined 50% of the human-caused VOx emissions were from volatile chemical products, and the remaining half was split nearly equally between cooking emissions and vehicle traffic. So if they're trying to take people out of the cars, put them into the EVs, hey, that other half right there, people, cooking emissions. It's cooking emissions, people. The new research builds on 2018 work in New York City, where Coggin found that personal care products like deodorant, sunblock, bug spray, shampoo, and hair condition are now responsible for about half of the VOx that were generated by people, but not produced by vehicle exhaust. So all you gotta do is not wear any deodorant, or wash your hair, or put on any sunblock, or put on any bug spray, and you'll save the planet. And stop eating, of course. You gotta stop eating. That's the biggest thing, people. For the planet. Won't you stop eating? Not to save the planet? Come on now. I mean, it's science after all. They've never been wrong. I mean, especially from the government. Never, people. Never. That is from NOAA. Research. Research at NOAA says you are the problem. That's why bear eats raw. No cooking, and no emissions other than bear's own tailpipe. That's it. I knew it. There are bugs in my burger, says Peabody. Anybody eating right now probably just spit it out. Oh my God. It's probably bugs, says Melissa. Norm air is best air, says Melissa. Oh. So when we exercise and we sweat, then does our sweat smell ruin the air quality? No, but if you put on deodorant to cover that smell, and of course, look, CO2 is a pollutant, so every time you breathe out, that is polluting P-money. So if we just stop people from breathing and eating, I think we can solve the climate crisis. I think so. Amy, let's see. Except on Tuesday nights, when it's garbage night, my wife says, you are the problem. The garbage hasn't been put on the curb yet. Tonight is our night. Bear's tail reply probably causes 70% of the air quality problem. Is it the meat or the seed oil? It is the people. It is you, people. I'm sorry to say, but if we just get rid of those pesky people, well, at least they won't be complaining about the weather anymore, because there won't be any people around. Bug eating, breathing, and smelling nice are my favorite. There you are, people. You are the problem. You're just eating and cooking. I mean, we just need to go back in time where, humans didn't have any, product to put on, or cooking, or cars. I mean, you might as well just climb right back up into the trees at this point. Crying out loud, people. All right, well, we're moving on from you being the problem to Disney being the problem out here. From the good folks here, bounding into comics, and the great Spencer McCooley, Marvel Studios, reportedly signing the Hunger Games. We all went to go see it, right? A Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Really? That was the name of the title? Holy cow. A co-screenwriter to pen the X-Men reboot. Or as Bear says, EX, X-Men, the X-Men, as we will find out. But not before Bear takes a drink. Here we go. Miss Marvel struts her stuff along. Oh, wait, no, that's that. In making their first official move, an admittedly uninspiring one at that, towards bringing the titular team into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Disney has reportedly entered talks with the Hunger Games Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. What kind of title? Good lord, that's a long title. Co-screenwriter Michael Leslie. What kind of name is that? Pick one. Is it Michael or is it Leslie? Are you man or are you not? To have him apparently, pen the script for their upcoming X-Men film reboot. It's a reboot? Okay, I guess so. I guess it is, people. Per deadlines, Justin Kroll, Leslie, and Marvel are currently, quote, in negotiations regarding his possible assignment to Marvel's Merry Band of Mutants. And though the deal has yet to be finalized, it appears current expectations are that its inking is all but inevitable. I don't know. Maybe. It doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be. That's a nice... Is this a cover? Cover homage to Jim Lee. There you go. That's not a bad cover. I like that. Pretty good. Like many of the Marvel Studios' recent hires, Leslie's resume is, to say the least, lacking. Aside from the latest Hunger Games entry, the only notable writing credit to Leslie's name are for Michael Fassbender's 2015 outing as Macbeth. It's maybe an adaptation. Macbeth was already a screenplay. In his abysmal, stage play. In his abysmal 2016 appearance in Assassin's Creed, both of which he provided the screenplays for. Additionally, Leslie has also served as a producer on a smattering of different film projects, including the Errol Morris-directed Steve Bannon biodocumentary, American Dharma, the Max original film Lockdown, starring Anne Hathaway and this fella here, and Amazon Prime's, where's my cup? Prime's Viggo Mortensen, for crying out loud. Get all tongue-tied here, people. Too many crazy names here. Amazon Prime's Viggo Mortensen-led dramatization of the for crying out loud. You're really trying to screw with beer here, aren't you? Aren't you? Who was this, Bakuli? Gosh darn it. Yeah, Spencer. Crying out loud. They just type this stuff out. You never have to talk about it. You just sound it out, and it's like a Viggo Mortensen led dramatization of the family. All right, anyways, people. Sorry about that. Bear can't help himself with some of this. I see where they're kind of coming from here with what Spencer's saying here, but one of the things that you want to do as a filmmaker is kind of attach yourself either to an actress, not literally, you're not sewing yourself, but get yourself attached to either like a director or an actor out there. Hopefully has read your script and says, oh, okay, yeah, I'll be in this, or I'll direct it, or whatever. And that kind of helps getting it financed. So I don't think it's not the slight that they're coming across here. Again, maybe he had a relationship in the past with Michael Fassbender, a professional relationship in the past. Maybe that's how that came together or whatnot. But yeah, it's a whole lot easier to get funding whenever you're trying to go look for production money. If you've got somebody there attached with it, rather than just, hey, here's my screenplay. We hope, we'll see. We'll see. It won't appeal to the modern crowd unless they call them the X-persons. X, they, them. Further, it should be noted, given his recent work adapting a YA novel for teenage girls, Leslie's all but confirmed hiring for X-Men lends credence to the previous rumors that the film will center, people, on the team's female members. Heyo. Maybe. Again, just because he's doing certain type of movies doesn't mean that that's generally locked in. You know, Beer's done, freaking sci-fi. He's done, crime, drama stuff. He's done World War II stuff, comedy stuff, a wide range of stuff. It doesn't mean that, you know, unless you're that type of person, you're I don't know, somebody like Aaron Sorkin or something like that, where it's kind of very specific. Hey, a lot of times it's writers for hire, so I wouldn't hold that against him. I see what they're trying to say here, but I wouldn't hold that against him. Taking to his personal Patreon account, Richmond alleged, who's Richmond? Oh, this fella. Noted scooper, Daniel RPK Richmond. Allegedly, that not only would the X-Men's MCU debut feature a woman-centric plot, but it would also feature Mr. Sinister as its villain over Magneto. A decision reportedly made in order to distinguish the MCU from Fox's previous X-film series. Explain the new Deadpool movie then. What the heck? You get the feeling that they had no idea. They bought an entire studio. God, however many billions of dollars. Like $40, $60 billion, something like that. It was a lot of money, people. They bought an entire studio just to get, just to essentially buy them out so they can get the X-Men. That would be Fox. You get the feeling that Disney has no idea what the heck they're doing. It's like, okay, let me go grab this. Mergers and acquisitions, old Bob Iger. Let me just go grab this entire film studio and its library and everything. And they had no roadmap. They had no game plan for, hey, we're going to be bringing in the X-Men to the MCU. It's going to be a big deal. It literally seems like they have no idea like, if you're hiring your writer this late in the game, I don't know. Unless they had people working on it beforehand. I'm not so sure, people. Further, in an April 2024 scooper, Richmond would not only confirm that Marvel was still interested in a woman-centric direction for the film, but that they were now also seeking to have it both introduce characters who hadn't yet been in live action, as well as to strike a narrative balance between drama and comedy. They call that dramedy, people. Yes, they do. However, as of writing, Leslie's attachment to the film is the only publicly revealed, even if by the way of insider sources, regarding the upcoming X-Men reboot. But should one make an educated guess, it's likely fans may learn some further details regarding the MCU's proper introduction of mutants when Deadpool and Wolverine appears in theaters on July 26th. 26th. How much, P-Money? I know you have it written down. How much did Bear guess that it would make on its first opening weekend? If it didn't make that amount, it might not do that well, although he could be wrong. 38. It's 38, people. $38 million. There you go. Grrr, he says. Thank you, P-Money. There you go. He knew it. He had it written down. Written down and ready to go. All right, and from Invest. We're all subscribed to them. And it doesn't say who wrote this. It doesn't say. Well, somebody over there, it was an AI. Let's just say it's an AI that wrote this. Streaming wars, people. Netflix has the most subscribers, but Prime Video leads revenue. $10.48 billion in just one quarter. That's a lot of money, people. That's a lot of money there. You see the people out there, they're hitting the thumbs down for, it's not the Game of Thrones. What was the other one? Oh, the one that they bought for like $1 billion and nobody wanted. Wheel of Time? Is that what it was called? He's like, the new season, boo, hiss. Yeah, okay, they spent $1 billion to acquire it. They made $10 billion in the first quarter. So, Lord of the Ring, thank you. Sorry. Bear is not a big fantasy person, so or a person, as it were. There you go, Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it was that's what it was called. It was something Wheel of Time, or you know, I keep thinking of Wheel of Fortune. No, it wasn't that. It's something along those lines. Anyways, in an age captivated by entertainment and endlessly online, whoever rules video streaming arguably rules the world. Wow, that's a pretty bold first statement there. Holy cow! Even for an AI, that's pretty bold. The crowd for this has always gone to Netflix, the pioneer of streaming, even since before its meteoric rise during the pandemic era. Blah! I grab a drink. But since the gold mine of entertainment platforms have been uncovered since then, competition has been fierce, people. And who is winning no longer clear in 2024. So who is number one? There are two ways to determine, they say. In terms of market share, the number of subscribers they have, and the amount of money they make. In terms of market share, Statistica article in July 2023 suggested that Amazon Prime had overtaken Netflix as the number one streaming service in the U.S. in terms of market share. But is that still the case, they ask? They go on to talk about Apple TV, blah, 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 blah. Luckily, we do have some useful recent facts and figures in the form of financial results. That's what you come to Bear's channel for. Financial results over the past month's earnings seasons. Netflix reported that it had 269.6 million global subscribers at the end of March 2024. Holy cow. Netflix said that almost 270 million households across 190 countries. Wait, there's that many countries? I had no idea. I thought it was like 180 or something, but I don't know. I guess they just made more countries past couple years. Amazon Prime Video, meanwhile, does not disclose subscriber numbers, but mentioned in a CEO's letter to shareholders that it had over 200 million subscribers in April. So there you go. Moreover, Amazon's earnings revealed that it had lost 2% of their subscriber base in the past quarter. So there you go. There's the financial results, people. There we go. Oh, Amy is correcting Bear here. She says it was called Lord of the Rings, but it's closer to the Book of the Silmarillion, which Amazon didn't pay for the rights to. Well, I mean, it's not like they're sitting on piles of cash or anything. I think it's always weird seeing these really large companies being very stingy. Very stingy. It's kind of, well, I guess they didn't make all that money by giving it away, but still. Not so fast, they say. There's still the matter of who is mightier in terms of profits, which implies for a lot of company future sustainability and growth prospects. Which, by the way, left unsaid here are the other streaming platforms. We talked about Paramount Plus a couple weeks back. That looks like it's in danger. Disney Plus, Disney minus, Beer calls it. Man, that's on teeter. Hanging by the threads there. Max just losing money left over right. So, yeah, it's kind of interesting reading into a little bit of this. In the same Amazon earnings, its net sales show that its subscription services alone brought in $10.48 billion in one quarter. Significantly higher than Netflix's latest earnings, which brought in a paltry $9.37 billion and its entire net income for the same quarter. So there it goes. It talks about all that. For now, it seems that Netflix has more subscribers, but Amazon Prime Video rules in terms of revenue, and that will likely only do more now that they have initiated stream adverts on their platform. Really, I had no idea. So Amazon's going to be putting commercials on there. Why are you paying for Prime then? What's the point? I don't know, man. I don't know. Does Amazon have any good streaming shows? I know they had. Gosh, I meant to check it out. The Expanse. I've been meaning to check that out. They had what was it? The Stephen King one. The World War II reimagining one. Something High Castle or something like that. I heard it crapped the bed like the second or third season, so I never checked that out. So I don't know. Evidently, a lot of people are paying for Amazon Prime and not watching any of the video out there, and they're just counting that as money in Amazon's bank. In the bank, people. So there you are. There is all the Kate Stead, finally. Wait, Katea Stead. That sounds like an AI to me. What's the one commercial where she's like on the phone, like late at night, and a credit card commercial or something like that? She's like, are you an AI? It's like, no, I'm not an AI. I'm a real person. It's like, well, how do I know? It's like kind of like this. How do we know that Kate Steed isn't an AI? That's what Bear wants to know. Amazon Prime puts more outside movies. Probably not outside anymore. They bought MGM, so they've got a pretty deep catalog of stuff. They probably put on more outside stuff just to be able to. They probably get paid for it. They probably don't have to buy them. They might want to have the split revenue or something like that with whatever production company. So that may be why. Amazon Prime puts more outside movies while Netflix seems to do original programming these days. I think probably because Netflix very early on, licensed a lot of their stuff. So like Friends, stuff like that. They would license that stuff out, and then once they became really big and powerful, everybody else was like, hey, we gotta get on that action. We gotta start our own streaming service. So everybody under the sun started a streaming service. And basically just reverted the rights back to their own streaming service. So, for example, Max has Friends now. So you can only see it. You only get it on the Max app out there. So Netflix is like, okay, what do we do now? Netflix, probably starting about 10 years ago, maybe about 8 years ago, just starting putting a whole lot of money into just any filmmaker's hands out there. And that's why you see just a lot of just not very good movies. Did I say Amazon? I meant Netflix. Put a whole lot of money into people's hands. And they just went and shot a bunch of stuff that it really diluted stuff. Everybody thought that they could be a director now. They might have just been doing like craft services or something. It's like, I was a hairdresser, but now I'm going to be a director. And it just diluted everything. So now the hairdresser turned director is trying to find, another hairdresser, or another craft services, or a assistant director, or sound, or something like that. And everybody's like, no, we're making our own movies. So it really diluted everything. So the quality went down. And then the quality went down. People were like, I'm not going to go pay to go see that. That looks garbage. Or they'll watch 5 minutes of something like that. You see the stuff on, Red Letter Media, the half in the bag stuff. They talk about all these weird movies that nobody, like 5 people have seen. It's like, well, that's why, so. Yet Netflix, they went all in on the original programming. And of course, we get stuff like Cuties, stuff like that. That's just really not very good. Not at all. I'm still laughing. Amy, if you're still out there, we do need to do royal portraits for Drawn and Quartered tonight. I think that would be great. You can either do Chuck here, or you can do poor Kate. Bear could come in and do a Drawn and Quartered. He could do this. That's not that hard. What a terrible God. It's just like a blank just a blank face. Doesn't it? I don't know. I suppose it looks like her. I suppose. I mean, she's got brown hair, so I mean, you got that going. But I don't know, man. I don't know. What is, Amy? What is the theme tonight for the D&Q? I liked it last week when it was bears. We should do that every week. By the way, I meant to say this. I'm sorry, Amy. She actually drew a comics bear. So maybe one of these days, Amy, I'd like to get a little copy of that. That would make a great thumbnail. Make a great thumbnail for one of the videos one of these days. But yeah, she drew a comics bear, and I forget if it was Melissa or if it was Amy that came in. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Was it Amy that won? Or maybe Melissa that won? Or came in second or something like that. So, a good job, ladies. Good job out there. Had plenty of practice drawing, listening to Bear here, so had plenty of practice to be able to put it in the old noggin and come out with something really interesting. Which, by the way, I got this. Trying to search for a number of different bear art out there for the thumbnails and everything, and apparently, how do you pronounce it? Is it Deviant Art? Is that how it goes? The art website out there. Apparently, they've been flooded by like AI bots, and so this is actually one of the AI bots. And Bear always tries to give credit, whenever he's, putting stuff out there, giving credit to it and all that. And I was like, do I need to give credit to the AI? How is that? It's a bot. I'm not sure if that's, I mean, legally, like can they come after Bear? Can the machine take Bear to court? Like a certain courtroom in New York City out there, just throwing the law aside and saying, we're going to take a bear to court to be sued by an AI. I'm not so sure. Not so sure. So is that giant bear like King Kong? So like Bear Kong? Sure. Why not? Yes. Yes, we will say that is true, P-Money. That is... I just like the look of it. Like the look of it, I went to go look it up, give credit where credit was due, and, something AI. And I'm like, wait, what? Looked it up, and Deviant Art being taken over by AI bots, and it's pushing out all the other deviants? I don't know, the artists out there, pushing out all the artists, and they're kind of angry about that, so I was like, I don't know, should I give the AI credit or not? Bear erred on the side of caution, as he always does, people, as he always does. Alright, well, P-Money, I hope you're feeling just a little bit better here today. Hopefully work is doing all right for you as well out there. I'm sorry you missed the last show. We do have. Bear has been diligently working, trying to get the, literally right here next to me, Inglorious Rex 2. Got the book, trying to get the box open done. Had not one, not two, but 3 cameras this time. 3! So we'll see how that worked out, but it's taken Bear just a little bit longer than it normally does. Of course, the color's a little bit off as well, so I had to change that up. But there you go. So something to look forward to. Giant bears are a myth, says P-Money. They are fake, unlike talking YouTube bears, which are real. As real as you can get. As real as you can get. Amy says that is a big bear. That is true. If you see a giant bear like that, just play dead. There you go. Or run. Well, you're not going to be able to run. Not going to be able to outrun a giant bear. So you might as well just play dead. That way. And just say, I am not cooking anything. And it'll say, oh, well, you're going to save the environment. So thank you. Thank you. Can you give him a salmon? Well, I hope it's got to be a giant salmon. It's kind of like Godzilla fighting Mothra. You know, if Godzilla was just fighting a normal sized moth, it just wouldn't really work out. Now, would it? Not at all. Or you know, Mecha Godzilla if it was only like 5 feet tall. It just wouldn't work out. So you gotta have the giant salmon, people. Giant salmon. Pardon me. Would woman prefer that giant bear in the woods over the strange man in that picture? 7 out of 8 women would. Yes, they would. It is a scientific fact. Well, at least according to TikTok. You never know. Never know about those TikTokers out there. But yeah, probably. At least you could see the bear coming. That's true. Could see it coming out there. No, I thought it was good. I thought it was pretty good. If you go down in the description, scroll all the way down. At the very bottom, there's a link to the actual picture here. You can check it out. Bear's got to do some stuff with it. I can't claim it as my own, so I've stretched it out just a little bit. But there you go. There you go. Amy says, I mean, if a bear lives in the woods, he should probably keep living there. Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is that a positive thing or a negative thing? I'm not so sure about that one. Not so sure. People don't live in the woods very often. Well, there are plenty of encroachments out there, P-Money. Pardon me, Amy. Plenty of people. You were here at the beginning. Beer was rudely woken this morning by all of the construction that's going on. All the construction going on in Old Bear's woods. As they keep encroaching closer and closer. They say, why is the bear near our house eating the garbage? It's like, well, why are you in the woods with your house? Crying out loud. That's where people, the woods, that's where bears live. Bear keeps trying to tell this to people. Whether they accept that or not, that's not up to him. Not at all. The Timersons move pretty close to the tree line. Gosh dang it, that's true. Way too close. Way too close. Of course, Bear blaming me over something Amy says. Well, listen, if there's going to be a punching bag out here, it might as well be P-Money. I mean, listen, Henry's already on the treadmill. I can't make fun of him here, so, yeah, and I'm not going to make fun of Amy or Melissa, so it really narrows down, P-Money. Really does narrow down. If I saw a bear like that, I would think, whoa, look at that bear, says Melissa. It's way closer to the moon than most bears. Well, bears were one of the first creatures in space. That's true. Even before people, they sent the old bears up into space. The old Soviets sending dogs, bears, whatever, just shooting them up there. So they say, Yuri Gagarin, the first man in space. Like, bears got you beat, man. We got you beat. Bear was in space before the old Soviets were. That's true. That's true, people. Oh, gosh dang it. There you go. If I saw that bear, I'd ask, hey, do you have a YouTube channel? I hope not. Gosh darn it. Bear is one of the top, if not only, bear channels on YouTube. So, I don't need any more competition. Actually, the James Bond video did really well up until like Monday morning, until somebody there at YouTube saw that and hit it to goes down. Had the same thing happen with the Rambo one the last time, so we'll see. We'll be putting that up on the archive channel probably on Saturday. So if you didn't get a chance to check it out the first time, and you want to give a couple of views over there on the old archive channel, go check it out. Go check it out. The link is in the description, people, as it always is. Oh, wow, any of your family were astronauts? No, unfortunately. No, I'm sorry. I mean, bear is an American bear, and it was Soviet bears that were shot to space. So, no, it was whatever bears were over there in the Soviet Union. I mean, like all humans aren't related to one another, so not all bears. Just because it's a bear doesn't mean we're all related out here. So no, unfortunately not. Bear rocket to the moon. To the moon. No, America only sent up. Was it a monkey? I think it was a monkey. If bears remembering correctly. No, the Soviets shot up. Was it Luna the dog and a couple bears? They wanted to make sure everything checked out before they sent a person up there. And according to lore, Yuri Gagarin wasn't the first guy up there. He was just the first guy that made it back, if you know what I'm saying. So, there you are. A lot of testing going on with the animals out there, just so you people can go into space and go to the moon, all that great stuff. All on the backs of bears, people. All on the backs of old bears. We need our reparations. I'll just take it in salmon. That's it. Just in salmon. Just in salmon. All right, Amy. Well, thank you so much. I will. We'll go ahead and wrap it up here. I know you've got other engagements coming up here. Just want to go ahead and thank everybody here. Amy, Melissa, P-Money, sure, why not? Henry, of course, Henry. And all of our Russian bots and lurkers out there. We actually had Lindy, if you're out there, hello. Hope you're doing well. Lindy showed up at the last minute. Says, I am lurking here, beer. Says, Lindy, good to see you. Good to see you. So, if you happen to be lurking, hello. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you all are doing well. We try to do this every Wednesday and Saturday evening, right here at 8 o'clock. Maybe a minute or two afterwards, depending on how Bear is doing with all his contraptions that he's got to get going here. But close enough. Close enough, people. So want to thank everybody out there. But you know what? All this talk about Wendy's $3 meals has made Bear hungry. So he's going to head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr, a grrr. Night, everybody.